You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Trigun. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95. Today's anime review, we're going to be reviewing Trigun for today's anime review. So, it is fair to call Trigun a classic, I think, for all that Western audiences were introduced to it in this century in 2003. It was originally aired in Japan in 1998, but I can understand the delay and there wasn't even a proper platform of it. Audiences back then, and even today, even had a difficulty accepting what you expect that they are entirely meant with how it present what it is. So there are some special changes had to be made. I was barely old enough to catch it around when the first batch of Adult Swim programs aired on Cartoon Network, because Trigun was part of Adult Swim lineup, that's why. Whenever the hoops they had to jump through to broadcast it here, I'm certainly glad they did. It's the sort of anime that inspires both essays and intelligible debate between friends, and it would have been a shame to miss it. There is a reason it would remain uncontested as one of my favorites. Yeah. I guess particularly Trigun is my favorite anime. Trigun is a science fiction story set on a distant desert planet with two suns in the sky. Humanity left on Earth behind a long time ago, setting out in a great ships to find a new planet colonized, but something went wrong. So horribly wrong. And instead of gently landing on a new Garden of Eden, humanity crashed into an oversized ball of hot, dry sand. That was about 130 years ago, and humanity has been fighting to survive ever since, to tame the planet and turn it into the green and growing paradise they dream of. They do not suspect that the same force which made their first ancestors crash in the first place is still alive and creeping within the shadows, an unseen menace that longs to wipe out their entire species if humanity ever so much as suspected the existence of this threat, let alone its power and its drive to kill them all. They would collectively soil themselves. What humans do know, or they think they know, is the legend of Vash the Stampede, the humanoid typhoon. Their world has become one riddled with outlaws in the style of the old American West, but with zany quirks and machines in addition to their guns. Damn. All of them spilling blood. However, they like on their mirror within, the greatest and most terrifying of all of them is the mysterious Vash, a living legend, practically a myth come to life, and technically the devil's own helper, who sweeps in like a storm and annihilates everything and everyone in his path without taking so much as scratch. In return, a man who destroyed an entire city of millions of people once. Surely he is the very soul of evil itself. Yes? Well, not so much. As in the case with the rumors, they tend to be, at the best, highly embellished, is not flat out wrong. There is some truth to them, of course. He is one of the most dangerous people on the planet, hands down, with the physical and mental capabilities the few can even begin to rival, and there is a great deal of collateral damaging in his wake, and he is indeed a terrifying force for his enemies to behold. However, he is also a donut-scarfing doofus who loves to laugh, loves women, who constantly rejected his advances, and loves to talk of love and peace. Oh, and he never kills not under any circumstances. For anyone else, especially, that would be tantamount to suicide, but he is extremely good at staying alive and protecting the people around him. He, perhaps more than any other creature on the planet, has the strength to hold his peaceful resolve. Naturally, two images of Vash collide sharply with each other. Is he a mass murderer or a protector of the innocent? Well, it turns out his character and his life are much more complicated than people would like to think. That is a huge part of the show, how messy things are. There are terrible situations all around, and really, there is no single clear solution. People have their misconceptions about Vash, but Vash is also guilty of approaching the world with the idealism of a child. He, like many others in the show, have their preconceived notions challenged. Enter the rest of the cast. Vash is a strong leader, hilarious and entertaining to behold. But even he couldn't carry a show like Trigun on his own. Thus we have Meryl Streep, Millie Thompson, and Nicholas D. Wolfwood. Meryl and Millie are a pair of girls who work for the Barnardelli Insurance, and they have been tasked by their bosses to find Vash Stampede and keep him under constant surveillance. They're a pretty comedic duo, with Meryl as the straight man, the serious one. She brooks no nonsense and stays on task, on the lookout if you get in her way. Millie is the sweet, innocent one with her head in the clouds, a walking heart of gold. She's a ditz, and yet smarter than she seems. Indeed, smarter than she even knows. And she's a strong emotional support to the rest of the cast. And as for Wolfwood, a gun-toting priest, he is quite nearly Vash's equal. The two of them are kindred spirits, alike in the temporal capabilities and their desire to protect others. However, they are divided by the question of killing. Wolfwood is particularly cutthroat realist who does not hesitate to kill the people who threatens his friends and already particularly have innocent blood on their hands. When it comes to it, Wolfwood argues in the struggle to survive and demands that they kill the enemy who is trying to kill them. It is either kill or be killed. That there's a huge part of what makes Trigun such a great show. Two of the men of equal strength who are clearly both heroes and are at odds with each other over a very compelling question. It is a question that it doesn't have an easy answer, and even when an answer is found, holding to it with no degree of flexibility can prove utterly destructive. All of this as the overarching plot unfolds, and Vash is made to confront the greatest evil on the planet, and evil he has a direct intimate connection to. The story of his past is revealed as he faces a number of diverse, deadly enemies who stand against not only him, but everything he represents. More ideologies clash, yet all of them, including the argument about killing, is but an extension of another single argument, the question of whether any human or any creature has the right to stand above another. Oh, yeah. So, the other basically, Trigun is my favorite anime, because Trigun is probably my favorite anime along with other ones like Outlaw Star and Cowboy Bebop. The other questions, however, are left with more vague resolutions. Indeed, the final words of the anime suggest that we might believe in with what these characters represent, but we should look to ourselves as well and find our own answers to guide us, such as what it means to become an adult. The entire anime, you could say, is about Vash the Stampede growing up. Basically, Trigun is just a really good anime. It is a compelling story, well-crafted, well-paced, never dull. It has lovable characters and matching the challenge every other heavy, demanding issues. It's hilarious and heartwarming, the tragic and heartbreaking, dramatic and powerful, and it leaves us, the audience, to ask important questions of ourselves, and keeping asking. It's great. And that's just the material. It would be remiss of me not to mention how fantastic every technical aspect of the show is. The animation, The voice acting and the music is all superb. Heck, well, even the next episode previews are like short poems, very easy to listen to. The real only thing that I like about Trigun's opening and closing sequences is very impressive. I mean, the music, I mean, it's all right, because this anime, I'm quite certain, will always be one of my favorites. So I gave this anime 10 out of 10, and a grade A plus as well. And the reason why Trigun is my favorite anime, because this was part of Adult Swim's Saturday anime lineup when it was on Adult Swim back in the day. Because I certainly realized, and I thought to myself, if I get to cover another anime review on Trigun Badlands Rumble movie, then I'll probably save it for the later on in the most part of my anime reviews. That's why. Yeah, because the reason why I love this anime, because this anime Trigun was on Adult Swim, along with other animes on Adult Swim, such as Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star and Inuyasha and the Big O as well. But Trigun did have a movie, though, which is Trigun Badlands Rumble. Yeah, because if I get to cover Trigun Badlands Rumble, then I'll probably do it for the most part. Yeah, Trigun is also based on the manga in the same name by Yasuhiro Nightow, because the genres on Trigun dealt with is space western, post-apocalyptic, and some action in it. Because particularly, this is like your typical space western anime, because it is based on the manga by Yasuhiro Nightow. It only lasted about 3 volumes of the original manga from 1995 to 97, which is May 1995, 1997 on February, and it lasted only 14 volumes of Trigun Maximum from December 1997 until May 2007. But the anime, however, Trigun, encapsulates only 26 episodes from April 1st, 1998 until September the 30th, 1998, because technically, both manga were adapted into an anime television series in 1998. Madhouse created the anime TV series, which aired on TV Tokyo from April 1st, 1998 to September 30th, 1998, totaling 26 episodes, and including the movie, which was released on April 2010, which is the anime movie Trigun Badlands Rumble. Like, if I wanted to do an anime review on Trigun Badlands Rumble, but that'll be for the most part of my anime reviews, even though I have reviewed about 199 anime reviews in the past. This is the 100th anime review, because this is the first time I get to do another anime review on Trigun. That's why. And so that's going to be it for my anime review on Trigun for today's anime review. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts about it. Because I have 2 volumes of Trigun on DVD, like volumes 5, like 2 of them I have on DVD. It's in my anime collection, but I had to do an anime review on Trigun until then, because I would plan, at one of these days, I might do an anime review on Trigun Badlands Rumble, which is probably for the most part in the later anime review videos, because I got other anime to review, that's why. Hope subscribe for content. My Anime Planet, link in the description down below. Share this video on our Twitter, Facebook. If you have Twitter, Facebook account, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button on this video. Be sure to feel free to leave in the comment section below if you like, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, RurouniK95. Feel free to join my channel if you're new to my channel. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my videos that I'm uploading as well. And keep it otaku for my anime review on Trigun. Oh yeah, because Trigun has the extend of Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star, because if you ever loved 90s anime, that's why. This is RurouniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review on Trigun, and I hope you enjoyed it and loved it. I hope to see you soon for the next anime review, and hope you have a great day. So stay tuned for my next anime review on Ranma Half, because you won't want to miss it.